Let's see what we can do when we load a model file. If we set the files of type to model, among the related options for this extension, we have some of them for loading and others for saving file. Let's load our E3 by pressing Open. Now we load the corresponding drawing. In the same way, if we set E2 as extension, we have options for loading and others for saving file in the related option dialog box. We load the drawing file too by selecting the file from the folder and pushing Open. Let's save by using the Save As command that allows typing a new name for our drawing. After saving, the new name is displayed in the banner nearby ThinkDesign. File Close to close the drawing. We close the model as well. Let's open a new empty drawing. It uses also in this case the ISO millimeter template. First, we disable the representation space of the sheet box representation, by going to Document Properties in Drawing and disabling it. Let's change the color map. We change it from the current ThinkDesign color set to blue dark that has a blue background. Apply and OK. Therefore, we set a different color map. Now, we save this setting as template by using the appropriate command. We call td template 2d, the new template, and we close the drawing. Then we set our new template as current by choosing it from the drop-down list and by confirming. The new drawing has the color map just insert in the customized template. OK. We will do the same in the model environment. We set a color map different from the ISO one. From ThinkDesign color set to dark. Apply and confirm as we did for drawing. Let's save it as template. We call it td template 3d. Then we set the customized template as current for model as we did for drawing. Also, in this case, opening a new model, we see immediately the setting of the new color map. This behavior is the same for all parameters related to the document. Then, when we want to keep a specific parameter, we have to save it in our template. Now we reset the current templates, both for drawing and model, to ISO ones. We reload the model. We are not interested in any loading option, so we can choose as a file of type all supported extensions. In this model, there are many local components. Each of them contains inside both solids and features. Selecting a feature, we can notice that the context menu does not contain any commands for editing. We cannot change it because we are currently in an upper level, that is, model level. If we want to make changes within component, we have to set it as current. Let's opening its structure by clicking plus, and we go over the whole feature. We redefine it using the contextual menu command. Now we can change parameters of this feature. With a double click, we go back to the model and we close the related structure. We can change the model structure options, choosing to see certain entities in the history tree rather than others. We can also perform searches. We perform the search by entering a string in the form. For example, we put the name of a component and update. Pressing Show All, we get the list of the occurrences. Clicking one of them, it is alerted in the history tree structure, so we can easily search components or other. We can also select visual bookmarks, annotation, rendering, and layers. Also in drawing, we have a situation similar in some ways, even if in this environment we are talking about groups. Here too, we can modify the drawing structure. We can set a group as current and go to make changes within it, inserting new entities or by editing the entities already present inside it. We have visual bookmarks. We have the shared groups tab and layers. Now close the drawing, close the model, and we will talk about the model and the profile environments. We load another model. First of all, to see all the features and all the entities, we close all and open all. In this way, we should not open the individual branches of our structure, but we see everything immediately. We unhide the 2D profile of a feature down the tree. And if we click the 2D Profile tab, we go directly in Profile Environment, where we can make changes or add dimensions. The same thing is true for the 3D profile. Now we load another model, where we have a 3D profile. If we select it and click the 3D Profile tab, we can make changes on it. Let's close this model and the previous one. We open a new model to focus on the commands that are available when we are inserting a feature, such as a linear solid, for example. In this case, we can, by opening the contextual menu of height, specify invert to invert it, or to specify symmetric, to divide the height indicated in both directions. Or we can enable adaptive measure, which enables us to say height equal to length rather than at a distance, diameters, radius, and so on. Or we can even create a variable in a spreadsheet linked to this height of this parametric model. Last, we close without saving.